Okay, good morning. This is super impromptu. I don't have a lot planned, but it's the first time I am doing a stream to both YouTube and my Facebook page. Um, I mean, I have a few things planned that I want to talk about, but in any case, welcome to the Sherry Show. A little bit about me, real quick. What we're going to talk about first, I want to talk about Halloween. Um, and what people are doing for Halloween this year. And I've got a few things planned for that. I did a sunset chase last night, which was flippin' outstanding. Um, if anybody does tune in, let me know if you can hear me because I have no helpers. I have no idea whether this is streaming on YouTube or Facebook. I've got my it hat on, and I'm keeping it on. Uh, and I'm just figuring this all out before I actually have a guest interview scheduled for next week. I'll talk more about that on Friday. I will be doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as allowed. And I am basically, I guess, the bottom line is 6 months ago, almost 6 months ago, I quit drinking. And uh, shortly thereafter, I picked up a camera. Actually, had a camera that was given to me, and I was having so much fun with it. I decided I wanted a newer one. It was a really old Coolpix, and I picked up a newer one, not a fancy one, but it's okay, semi-fancy camera. Um, and I picked up a camera and I fell in love. And then I started taking videos. And I've always been slightly obsessed with YouTube. Not obsessed, but I use it as uh, I watch most of my TV on there. Of course, now that I'm doing this, I hardly ever watch TV or anything for that matter. I'm constantly staring at this screen or out taking photos or recording videos. And um, I just decided to close my eyes and jump in, feet first. Actually, head first with my eyes closed. Um, so that's a little bit about me. So I got sober. I started taking pictures. I'm obsessed now. I actually went out last night. One of my favorite things to do is sunset chase, and I went out last night and I did a sunset chase, and I took probably between 200 and 300 photos. It was here in Grace Harbor. Also, for those of you just tuning in, it's a Sherry Show. I am located in Aberdeen, Washington, home of the muddy banks of the Wishkah. Yesterday, I went on a sunset chase at 28th Street Landing. For those of you who know where that's at, it's one of my favorite places. I really wanted to go to Bowerman because I've seen some amazing shots from there, but it I didn't have enough time. So we ended up at 28th Street. I ended up with about 200 to 300 photos. I came home and I was going through them, and I'll pull those up in a minute. A couple of them, I haven't even edited them because there's so many. And I literally started crying. And this is part of where I'm going with my uh, Facebook, YouTube, live, uh, my live, my YouTube channel. Um, I decided the other day that I was letting it stress me out because if you've done any research at any point in time ever about creating a YouTube page and creating content, um, you will see a lot about picking your niche or niche. I don't know which way to say it. I think people say it both ways. I personally don't care. Um, and I don't know. There just seem to be a lot of not necessarily written rules, but unwritten rules about starting a Facebook page or a YouTube channel that I'm not following currently. I do want to at some point in time, but what I want to do is stay grounded, keep a hold of myself. I put my hat on. I'm going to say it. Fuck it. I'm live. I put my fuck it hat on and I'm leaving it on. And that's one of the things that I want to share with people is gosh, if there was some way I could teach that or discover a pill that taught it in my lifetime, I haven't felt better about myself or life in general. And this is including COVID since I put that hat on. Now, granted, I'm not wearing my hat today. Those of you who do watch me on a regular basis will be like, where's your hat, Sherry? Well, first of all, I got the blue hair, so I got to rock it. Bedhead or not, I'm still in my pajamas. I don't think you can see. Yep, got my wieners on. So, excuse me. Hopefully, everyone can hear me. If you can't, give me a shout out in the chat areas. This is the very first time I have done this with both channels, with both feeds. So I am not sure, because I jumped in with my eyes closed, whether I can see both chat streams. Oh, wait, it looks like I can. All. Huh. All right. So let's get back to topic, which I'm really good at getting off topic. I am discussing, first off, Halloween in the harbor. I probably lost track of what I was talking about before, but that's okay. I woke up at 4 o'clock and couldn't go back to sleep. I thought, hey, I'm going to do my live stream at 6 instead of 9 because I have a coffee date today with my friend Annie, who may jump on. So if you do jump on, hi, Annie, I'm excited to see you. They have an amazing coffee machine at their house, espresso, dealy bob, and I'm hoping she's going to make me coffee. So I wanted to talk about Halloween. I've got this picture up here and see if I can manage it. So this is one of my neighbor's houses. I don't think I have their address or anything in there. I do have to get permission, I believe, to do some of these things, but I'll do that at a later date. So one of my future shows or videos on YouTube is going to be all about, let me see if I can find something I've noticed here in 2020 is that a lot, oops, I made it go away. Let's bring that back. a lot of people have gone above and beyond with their Halloween decorations this year. And that's just one example. And I'm loving it. I think it's super. I mean, you drive by these houses, and I mean, unless you're an old, crabby, or young, crabby curmudgeon, it's got to put a smile on your face. This is just my neighbor's house, and I absolutely love the eyes, the glowing eyes in the bush there are stinking amazing. And of course, now my other half, Mike, is debating on making a ginormous something or other. His engineer brain is trying to put something together that's amazing. But what I want to do is I want to kind of drive around town and interview locals, talk to people that have their houses all done up like this. There's one in particular that's amazing during the day or night that is just loaded. I mean, I've been calling everyone the Halloweeners, the hardcore Halloweeners. And as you guys may know, anything that I add the word wiener to is awesome. So I'm digging all the hardcore Halloweeners out here, and I'd like to talk to some of the people that have done it and get photos, video. I'll be recording video and taking photos between now and next Wednesday, which I think I want to say is the 28th. 9th. Yeah. So next Wednesday is the 28th. So I'll have kind of a list of who I'm going to be going to see, houses that I would like to highlight. I'm going to be getting permission to do so. And on Halloween, I'll be doing a special live feed for all 6 of you that is just going to highlight that. And I think in these days and times, the stuff we're all dealing with, I know a lot of us are dealing with depression, anxiety, I had to go to the doctor yesterday, and I ended up having to go to 2 different hospitals to get x-rays because, long story short, 2 different hospitals to get x-rays. And I was flipping terrified. First of all, the girl at the first hospital should not have been working. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if she was COVID negative. She sounded like she was dying. Her nose and I literally stayed about 8 feet away. That 6 feet rule did not apply for me. And then she handed me my sticker. She was the one screening people that see if they were sick. She handed me my sticker that said I was A-okay, and I didn't even touch it. I squeezed a bunch of hand sanitizer in my hand and just kind of dropped it in the puddle. Because I do not want to get sick. I've been really lucky this year. Usually by this time, and it has to be because of masks and the extra washing and hand sanitizer, I usually by this time I've been sick at least once. So yay me for not being sick. And I forgot why I was talking about being at the hospital. I went to the 2 different hospitals. Oh, in these times, these COVID, everyone's dealing with a lot of extra stress, and I want to highlight the things that people are doing to release that or to help get through it. And this, I think, is one of the things that could be kind of fun. What I'm trying to find right now here is, here it is. So we've got, I hopefully won't be able to see that. I'm going to open my window here so I can read it. Let me double check, make sure you guys are still there. I don't think you are. Darn it. It's pulling that up. It's supposed to only do. Well, we'll see if that's all you guys can see. That's all you guys can see. So I pulled up some information from Grace Harbor County Public Health and Social Services Department, and it's tips for a safer Halloween. So I'm just going to basically read this off. And many of the traditional ways in which we celebrate Halloween involve contact with household members, non-household members in large group settings, which we're all familiar with. I know there are a lot of people that are very upset about this all messing up their Halloween festivities. So this year, it's important to plan early and identify safer alternatives to reduce the risk of spreading COVID-19. The Department of Health is offering the following considerations to help protect individuals and communities. So regardless of how you choose to celebrate Halloween, it's important to keep the following in mind. Wear a cloth face covering. Obviously, there are many debates on what type to wear, so I'm not even going to get into that. Wear what you want. I feel as long as you're making an effort, that's good. I mean, we all hate it. We all hate wearing the masks. I don't know of anyone that really enjoys it, except maybe people that enjoy hiding their identity. So wear a face covering. Make sure it fits snug, obviously. Avoid confined spaces. Avoid close contact with other people outside of your household. We already know this. Stay at least 6 feet away from other people. Wash or sanitize your hands often. Stay at home if you're sick or were recently exposed to someone with COVID-19, which, how do we really know that? I mean, we know if someone's obviously, if they know, but, and are open about it. So things that are recommended: have a scavenger hunt at home, dress up and hide candy or other treats throughout the house, like Easter. Host an online costume or pumpkin carving contest. Okay, and this is where I'm going to go with part of this show, is I'd like people to send me, if you're not from the area, if you're not a Grace Harbor resident and I can't get to you and take photos or video of your house, your amazing decorations, and talk to you about what your plans are for Halloween, email me a picture. It's The One Sherry Show. I will put it in the comments. THE1 SHERISHOW @gmail.com. Send me a picture. I'll highlight it on my live broadcast on Halloween, and tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and why you're going to have fun this Halloween, regardless of all the stuff that's going on. And I might have some goodies to give away if you send me photos and I Actually, I do have goodies to give away. I just have to figure out how to do it. I'm so used to doing it at my events and just, having people raise their hand, answer a question, and giving them swag. I've got, it's not Halloween related, but I have a bunch of swag I would love to give away and make people smile. Sunshine, spread the sunshine. Um, so in any case, that's part of what I'm going to be doing is a live feed on Halloween. And then there's another one, have a Halloween movie marathon. Well, we've all done that, I believe. Trying to figure out if I'm missing something here. More ideas. If you do go trick-or-treating, make sure to stay with members of your household. That's just a given every year, regardless of COVID. Stay 6 feet away, wear your face covering, make sure the mask is snug, repeat. Wash your hands before and after, bring plenty of hand sanitizer. If you give out treats, limit candy to individually wrapped treat bags, reducing the number of people who would typically touch items in a communal bowl, which I had tossed the idea of just putting a big bowl of candy out, but again, Mike, thank you. And this reminded me, everybody will be reaching into it, and that's spreads it. If possible, place treats on a table in your driveway or yard to avoid crowds at your front door. I don't have to worry about that here. Not a single year. I think since I moved here 8 years ago, we've had in total in 8 years, probably 8 trick-or-treaters, maybe more. Not too many people come around here, so that's why we're talking about decorating the house and highlighting it. Be like, come by here. I really like this one. Place a few mini pumpkins or other decorations 6 feet apart to signal a line. For those of you like up on the hill, Broadway area that get a lot of trick-or-treaters and are still planning on doing this, I love this idea. Get a bunch of those mini pumpkins. I just went to the pumpkin patch in Brady, and I can't remember the name of the farm. Darn it. I will post that at a later date. And they have some beautiful, I think they call them fire pumpkins or blaze pumpkins. They're super cute. And they're, I don't know, most of them are about yay big. They would make great markers. I should take a picture of the pumpkins I bought. They're really cute. I love it there. I also got this t-shirt there. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? So I like the idea, and I don't see this here. Oh, individually wrapped treat bags. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put together, and I shouldn't need too many because, even when Halloween is busy and it's not raining here in the Pacific Northwest, we hardly get trick-or-treaters in our area. But I thought maybe I'd throw 10 or 20 gift bags together and have them set out, and we'll figure something out. I'm excited. Mike loves Halloween. It's also our anniversary. It'll be our 16th anniversary this year. So happy early anniversary, babe. He's in bed still. The reason I'm doing this at 6 a.m. today is because I wasn't very prepared, and I have a coffee date at 10, which is normally when I would be doing this. And everyone's still in bed, so I figured there would be the least amount of interruption. So where else do we go here? The other thing I wanted to talk about, what's discouraged. Okay, so I just kind of talked about what's recommended for Halloween. And again, I'm just reading from the Washington State Department of Health and Social Services. It's kind of their recommendations for Halloween in the 2020 era. What's discouraged? Large gatherings, all the normal stuff. Some of this is just kind of redundant to read when we already know kind of what the rules are. It's just standard. It goes without saying. The gathering limits, follow which phase your county is in. Traditional trick-or-treating is absolutely discouraged. Trunk or treat gatherings discouraged. Multiple household gatherings. Indoor haunted houses are absolutely not permitted, FYI. Obviously, unless it's just you and your family. going through the haunted house, and indoor trick-or-treat activities such as organized malls. Uh, yeah, we shops at Riverside had them usually. It's so hard for me still to say shops at Riverside and not South Shore. So I don't know if anyone else has that problem. So I guess that's about it, I think, for that topic. So I'm just going to reiterate that. I'm going to close that window too. Hopefully, if any of you have jumped in, you can hear me. I'm just going to reiterate what I'm talking about. Talking about Halloween right now. I am going to be doing some videos and taking photos around town between now and the 28th. I'm going to be highlighting those with permission on a live feed on Halloween, which I believe is Saturday, the 31st, and talking about different ways to get through this COVID nightmare. I know it's a nightmare for many people. For me personally, I've taken it and I've put my bucket hat on and I am rolling with it. I'm getting to know myself. I got sober, first of all. No more drinky. And I getting to know myself. I'm learning a new trade. I'm really enjoying the fact that when I do go out, I don't feel this pressure to go where people are. I'm really enjoying the nature of our area, and I'm going to be doing a ton of segments about Grays Harbor, Aberdeen, and surrounding areas, and amazing places to go. I lived here for 8 years, and I've never been to Bottle Beach until the other day. I'm doing an entire video on that. Blue Slough Trail that goes out to Preacher Slough. Had no idea that even existed. And I actually know a couple people that have lived here their entire life and have never walked that trail. And it's amazing. And that's, I think I'll do a whole episode probably on that too, at least a video. So anything, what else? The sunset last night. I think I'm going to get off this Halloween topic here. Just a reminder, if you'd like to be involved in that, if you want me to come take pictures, video of your house, talk to you about your plans for Halloween here in the harbor, message me, email me, get in touch. I'm going to do that right now, actually. I'm a terrible typer. Especially at 6 a.m. All right, so I popped my email into the chat there. If you have pictures of your house that's decorated and you live anywhere in the world, send them to me. I'll pop them up when I do my live feed on Halloween. I'll talk about it. Tell me about why you did that, how you're getting through this tough time, and if that is part of it. Have you decorated before? Is this your first year because of everything that's going on? Are you sharing the sunshine? If you're spreading the sunshine, I want to know about it. Let's see. The uhs. I've graduated from to so shoot me some photos. Get in touch with me if you'd like to be highlighted, and let me know about it. I want to talk to you. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. And oh gosh, there you go. Full frontal. Still the blue hair. I'm so happy with it. All right, so I'm going to, let's pull up. See if it'll pull it up here. Again, this is another, really, it's another test run. I'm just making sure I'm streaming through to both platforms, YouTube and Facebook. And it's 6 a.m. at least here. So we're 6 a.m. on the Pacific Coast, 8 a.m. in Chicago. 9 a.m. in New York, and I don't know, all Eric and VJ in Australia, my BFFs. Um, let's see, I think they're like 12 or 13 hours ahead of us. So they're getting into their evening. They're into their evening right now. I love you guys, by the way. um, get out of your head. I already talked about that a little. I did a little about me. If you're just tuning in, it's the Sherry Show, testing, running on both platforms. I bucked up and dropped the few bucks on StreamYard, which I'm really happy with. I tried Streamlabs for a while, and I feel like this is far less glitchy, and it bogs up my computer a lot less. So let me know what you think. How does it look? I'm working on the presentation and all that. I think until I have a ton of followers, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon, I'm not too worried about it. Peppermint mocha latte, as usual. I am so upset about Christmas stuff being in the stores already. But one thing I will say I'm not upset about is my peppermint mocha creamer. um, all right. Sunset Chase. So yesterday, I get into a different folder here. Let's close that. You're going to see me again. I'm going to go over here, and so one of the things I really like to do that adds sunshine to my day, and is literally sunshine, is sunset chase with my camera and my video camera. I got an amazing time lapse yesterday at 28th Street Landing, and I took between 200 and 300 pictures, I would say, if I had to guess. And forgive me because I'm going to bring up some photos, but they are not edited. Some of them are still sideways. I haven't gone through with Lightroom or my editor anywhere and edited anything. So forgive me if they're ridiculous. But in the process, I came home. I was super excited, and I've got a video that I'm going to be putting up on YouTube that is the whole sunset chase. And in the process, I got all these photos, and it's one of my favorite things. I highly recommend it. You don't have to have a fancy camera or a fancy phone and take photos. Find a spot to sit when you think there might be a beautiful sunset and watch it. Sunshine. Add sunshine to your day. Free sunshine on top of it. Free sunshine is my favorite thing in the world. I'm just going to kind of zoom through these pictures. And I was sitting here and I was going through them, and I was, oh, wow, sideways. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's not amazing. Blurry, blah, 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 going through my photos. And I'm trying to see if I can get to one of them. And that's a pretty beautiful one right there. But I'm going through these, and I hit one in particular that a couple, two or three in a row. Mike, my other half, was standing behind me. And I've been studying photography and doing this since May. And, my stomach's growling. I hope you didn't hear that. And there's one of them. Mike was standing behind me, and he very emotionally was like, oh my God, Sherry, those are fucking amazing. And the tone in his voice and looking at him, I mean, at the same time, I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever come home with pictures quite like this. And the tone in his voice, I don't know what it was, because I'm always bugging him. I'm like, oh, do you believe in me? Are you proud of me? Things like, I don't know. I guess I'm searching for a pat on the back all the time. And just the tone in his voice and the way he said it. And then the emotion that I felt when some of these pictures came through, and I'm trying to find that one's pretty cool too. There's one in particular. I burst out like, I was trying to hide it. He was standing behind me. He always picks on me because I cry a lot. I'm a crier. Um, it's healthy, by the way. So don't hide it. I mean, obviously, if you're at work and stuff, you can hide it, but let it out, man. Release the cry. It is healthy. And I believe that's scientific fact. If it's not, I'm making it Sherry fact. I'm trying to get to one of the ones. I mean, these all turned out great. It was so crazy because it kept changing. And that's what I like about, here's one of them. One of the things I really love about photography is nature photography is that things change. Things are unpredictable. It's a huge challenge sometimes. The other day, I packed all my gear up, all of it. And 9 times out of 10, when I pack up all my gear, I don't see anything. And I didn't for the most part. But in that hour and a half that I was down at 28th Street, and like I literally watched the clouds as I was driving to the sunset come in and covered everything. It was not very beautiful, but in the process, I got some cool shots. Like nature and your environment is ever changing, and sometimes things look a certain way to you, and you walk into a place or out to a place and suddenly see it in a different way. Try to look at things in a different way, I guess. So even if you don't have a camera to carry around and remember these moments, this picture is so like ethereal to me. Just do it, enjoy it, find the things in life that you can count on it. Now I can't count on a sunset being there every night, but I can count on 28th Street and that beautiful water view and the birds and the fishermen being down there and the hustle bustle of the port behind you. It's one of my favorite places to be. And just find your sunshine. I just keep saying that, and I'm being ridiculous. What time is it? 6:30. So I'm not going to do this for too much longer. I won't yak you out. This is one of the pictures I was trying to get birds in the sunset. Here we go. This is one. This picture, I don't know if it's going to fill your screen or not, but I thought I was getting like 2 or 3 birds in it. And I love the trees and the fiery red in the bottom, and then it slowly changes. And we've got, again, this like kind of ethereal feel here in these clouds. It just looks like a different world or a different planet, and you can almost feel the peace looking at it. I don't know. Yes, I'm a nerd. I don't care. I got a few in this round here. I hope these are coming. This is another one. So this one I zoomed so far in that you almost can't tell even, that there's a tree there. It just looks like another planet to me. I mean, it's one of those ones that the clouds don't look real. Again, I haven't edited these in any way, shape, or form. I haven't pulled it into Lightroom. I haven't used Adobe Photoshop, nothing. These are the raw file photos off my camera. And I know not too many people out there, you probably don't really care, but it moved me. Some of these photos moved me to tears. It's the first time I'm that proud of myself and all of the research I've done and the practice I've done and the fact that I get out there and I stop and take pictures in the moment. I have to thank Cody Warner has a YouTube channel, a couple. And if you've never watched his channel, I think it's kind of for other creators, but it also he does like a daily vlog, and I think his goal is kind of the same as mine, is adding sunshine to people's day. And I've been saying that for months, and I just started watching his channel, and one of his daily vlogs reminded me to just stop. Sometimes you might be in a hurry, but if you've got your camera there or just your brain to remember a moment, stop and look at that moment. Be a couple minutes late. I mean, obviously, unless it's for like a job interview or something important. Um, Stop and smell the roses. Take that picture. Enjoy that moment while you have it, because that moment's going to be gone. And if you missed it, there was a photo I missed the other day. I was down on Port Duck Road, and I was on my way to a sunset chase, and the sun was behind. I don't know the name of that huge building with the silos where they load the trains and unload and load the boats and trains. It was the sun like dripping down behind it, and I didn't stop. And I'm still to this. I'm like, oh, I should have stopped and caught that photo, man. I'm working on a. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm working on a website for those of you in Grace Harbor. If you're interested in any of my photos, I will have some and something up and running soon where you can purchase prints. If you're interested in using any of them, let me know. Get in touch. If it's for anything Grace Harbor, obviously, I will allow you to do that without charge. If you need something for a website or an article or whatever, I have gobs and gobs of Grace Harbor photos. If you are interested in me taking photos of something in Grace Harbor, let me know. My big plan in doing all of this, so part of my deal is birding. I'm an avian voyeur, not a bird nerd. I am a bird nerd, but part of my thing, one of my goals, I set goals for myself, and one of my goals in doing this is, aside from learning videography, getting good at it, growing my channels, growing my my skill, I want to start traveling outside of the Grace Harbor area. And I don't mean like the next county over. I'd like to start expanding my exploration map. And my first big goal is I would like to, some point in time between now and spring, I want to go to the San Juan Islands and get some photos. I visited there years and years and years ago. I was a teenager at the time, I believe, or around that, late teens. And I haven't been back since. And that's my goal. I want to get out to the San Juans. I'm going to rent an RV with Mike and my mom and Abby, my daughter and mom, if they want to come. I want to get out to the San Juans again. See how much it's changed in 20 years. Yes, I'm 48. Wow. This amazes me. I don't feel 48. Well, my body does, but my brain feels about 27. I think it's going to perpetually be that. Sometimes more like 12. So I want to thank everybody that popped in. I had more I wanted to talk about, but I think there's a few little glitches I'm experiencing here. I just wanted to test run this. I want to go back now and make sure everything is working okay on both channels. And we'll see. I think there was one other photo I wanted to pop up on here really quick. Oh, got the moon. It was just at the time when I was taking these photos, I was freezing. Here's another one where it's just like, you look at it and you think, God, there is a heaven, I think. I mean, I'm not a religious person, but you look at it and it makes you want to be. Our Mother Earth has some amazing abilities and talents. and quite a temper as well. I just can't believe all the different shots I got in just an hour. I took a time lapse for just over an hour, and sorry about the sideways ones. It's pretty cool too. So I'm gonna throw that in my video. Oh, we got a blue hair in there. I'm gonna throw that into my YouTube video, my sunset chase, my Tuesday sunset chase. Look, love this shot. And you can clearly see, boom, blue heron, great blue heron. You see the little fingers on that, oof, on their feathers. Okay, I'm geeking out. I can't remember what I was talking about. I got too geeked out. So yeah, hopefully all of this works. You could hear me. I didn't have mute on. That's one of my famous tricks here, is forgetting to turn the mute off. So thanks for tuning in. Oh, there's one there too. Dang. It just makes me feel peaceful. Not bad. I love getting the moon and the sunset at the same time. It's one of my kind of, love this guy fishing out here. All right, that's it. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to keep getting better and better and better. I promise. Thank you for watching my channel. And Patty, shout outs to you. I know you're there. Mom, Mike, all my friends that are supporting me in this crazy endeavor. Thank you so very much. And if you have a business or art or music that you would like for me to highlight, and you'd like to get some word out that you're there, shoot me an email, message me here on Facebook, comment here on YouTube, and let me know. We'll set something up and we'll get you out there. Especially artists, I'm particularly fond of small businesses. I want to get the word out. Who's still open? What are the rules? Oh, that was one thing I did want to say too, is Hong Kong restaurant in Cosmopolis, Washington, opened their doors yesterday. They've been just doing a Chinese restaurant in Kazi, Grace Harbor, one of my favorites. And they stuck to just doing takeout once they were allowed to reopen after the beginning of COVID. And yesterday they opened their doors for in-house seating. They've got some rules that are going to be applied. Obviously, they've got to stick with the limitations of the county and state. But I'm really excited to hear they're open again. And so congrats, Mike. Yay, you're open. I hope everything is going okay. I will be in. My birthday's coming up too soon, so I might have to plan a birthday dinner there with just my family, obviously. So that's it. If you'd like to be highlighted on this show, let me know. Contact me. If you know somebody you want me to highlight, contact me. I've got a guest coming on next week, and we're going to be talking a little more about Aberdeen, and I don't think she wants me to say this, but putting your fuck it hat on and leaving it on and being happy. Find the positive in things, and don't let the negative overtake you right now. It's so easy. So many people are succumbing to it. I had a couple rough weeks where I can't post any of my videos. I can't use any of my content that I've created that's video related because I was just depressed, and I let myself get into my head, and I'm not going to do it again. I mean, we all have our moments, but I'm not going to do it. I'm putting my fucking hat on, and I'm keeping it on. So you keep it on too. Put it on. Keep it on. Pacific Northwest, peace out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the flip side as usual. And thanks to all my followers. Appreciate it. Subs. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Peace out. Happy Wednesday. Hump day.